From the heart of Europe, beyond the headlines, and straight into the stories that shaped life in Luxembourg. This is a space for open and informed debate, where tough questions are asked, controversial topics are unpacked, and voices too often overlooked or suppressed finally get the spotlight. Welcome to another episode of Because It's Luxembourg. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Because It's Luxembourg, your independent source of news and opinions. Because It's Luxembourg creates a platform and an opportunity for you to have a voice. A space for you to tell your story and share your experiences of living in Luxembourg, without any form of suppression, censorship, or political correctness, beyond the headlines and the official narrative. Today, we are in Kaale Kaffi, an art cafe in the heart of Luxembourg City. For many years, one of the most popular places of social gathering and a prime location, not only for the Luxembourgers, but also for many tourists that visit Luxembourg. A social spot where a positive, welcoming atmosphere and a meeting over coffee, mixed with art, bohemian vibe, antiques, and a great service. We are here today due to the generosity of Mustafa, one of the managers of this place for nearly a decade. We are here also to learn why Kaale Kaffi has been closed for 8 months since July 2025.
Hello, Mustafa.
Hello, Patrick.
Thank you very much for having us.
Nice to having you here.
Mustafa, let's get straight to the point. Why Kaale Kaffi has been closed since July 2025. It's been now 8 months.
Yeah.
What happened? And could you tell us a little bit about it?
I think this is one of the mistake of some administration offices.
You think so?
Yeah. And I was shocked, when they come here to declare.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about the day that
The
you've
day,
been
it
informed.
was the 25th July, 11:30, 2 lawyers from the court, and they let me know the company is bankrupt. But, I was surprised and also under the shock.
Have you been notified? Did you receive registered mail?
There is any invitation of registered invitation to the justice, and even that was a Friday. Even in 28, I was in the morning in the Tribunal de Commerce. I checked out the documents. If there's any invitation, maybe we forgot something. No, there is not invitation. But to cut this story short, it's after I was under the shock, but I checked all documents. I find out they did miscalculation many times. It's not by mistake. You can make a few thousand mistake. Calculation.
When you say calculations, this is in association with like the contributions that the company
Of
pay
course.
and the employees.
Yeah.
So CCSS, CNS.
Is
all-
is the
yeah,
same
interconnected.
company, but different contability. But is the same company. And
There's the government at the end.
there's the government, and then I take the after this I had time to check it out, and I found 3 huge mistakes. Is not
in calculation
yeah.
that they used to shut you down or to
Of course,
to
they
bankrupt you.
must to pay the company back, even before. I think it was a 1. After I find out 3, I send them letter, emails. I show the proof what I have to the ombudsman. I said, please, you must help me. This is criminal. I think is a more organized criminality because is a 3 huge document. Is another 400. Is not 4,000. Is not 10,000. Is more than 40,000. How is it possible?
So you claim that they've used the calculation that, in your opinion,
Yeah.
there are some errors,
Yeah.
and the government-based, they justified the foreclosure of of the company
Yeah.
that was managing the Kaale Kaffi based on miscalculation,
Yeah.
and the documents, they contradict themselves. Is that correct?
Yeah, of course.
And if I was to play a devil's advocate, and I said, okay, it's been now 8 months.
Yeah.
How is this possible that in Luxembourg everything is so computerized and you have all the systems? How come? Have you contacted CNS? Have you contacted the authorities? Tried to
Yes.
clarify this?
Yes.
And what was the response?
There is no answer, you know. You
For
send,
8 months?
Yeah. You send the letter, you send the email. Normally, he must to answer every single question.
The government institutions are obliged to reply to your
he
inquiries.
must to answer every single question.
And you haven't received a proper reply.
No, it's absolutely not.
Why do you think this is? Because I think our audience and viewers will be
You know,
asking, well, there must be something. What is going on? Why is this restaurant? Because I receive a lot of questions. We receive a lot of questions.
Yeah.
And the world in this, in the city is no one really understands what is happening.
Yeah.
So
You know, if the administration he didn't answer ombudsman 4 months.
were you also in contact with ombudsman?
Yes. After 4 months, they give some explanation,
Explanation.
and I said, no. The answer is very clear. After 4 months, he have enough time to answer, and there is no clear answer. I said, no. I sent you 3 documents.
And these documents are from these institutions.
Yeah, of
Their
course.
documents.
Yeah. And also, in same times, we are also in my personal documents. Is also same.
Miscalculation.
Yeah. But it's more complicated than company because they cancel some years. But this is another conversation. But one government administration, he didn't answer ombudsman after 4 months.
So ombudsman in your name inquired,
Yeah.
they inquired on your behalf,
Yeah.
and they also did not receive a constructive.
There is not,
reply.
the document of CNS, CCSS, there is no document, no answer. I say, okay, for me is enough. This after 4 months, he cannot answer my documents.
And I know that you've told me before the program that you anticipate that there will be some development in a short time.
Yeah.
And that you don't want to get into a lot of details about the case itself, although you've wanted to, come out in public and explain, because I understand. I even witnessed when people were coming in trying to find out. First of all, they wanted to come in, but everything is shut down. You believe that. So the documents that you have, you claim that you have enough evidence confirming that there was a miscalculation or error, and that they've used this calculation to shut down Kaale Kaffi.
Of course, there's absolutely this, because otherwise there is no way to put the Kaale Kaffi in bankruptcy.
So basically, they claim that you owe money you didn't pay,
Voilà.
and that's what it comes to it, right?
Yeah.
And you believe that they didn't take into consideration some payments.
Yeah.
I must be honest with you. I mean, it's 8 months. It's a long time, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was very stressful for you, and that put you in jeopardy, your financial standing, your private life,
Of course. Yeah.
and employees that of Kaale Kaffi obviously were laid off, and they had to seek chômage or unemployment.
Yeah.
I don't want to push you too much, because I know you prefer not to be, not to get into details. But why, at the end of the day, when these bizarre things are happening, I'm sure you must be asking yourself, how is it possible in Luxembourg, that claims to be transparent and very easy to to establish business, to run business,
Yeah.
that everything is transparent and easy to get around. Someone is probably asking himself, why do you think you are where you are? 8 months pass by.
Yeah.
You can't really get to the bottom of what has happened, or at least perhaps you have evidence confirming that they were in the wrong. Why do you think? Why would? Because someone will say it's kind of a conspiracy theory. You think. Why do you think you are experiencing what you're experiencing?
Because first of all, I say I'm even now under the shock, also too nervous to know this problem can organized problem come from some administration problem. But in 21st century we have the highest technology, and we can give everyone very quickly answer. But my accountability in silence, CNS in silence, CCSS as in silence, ombudsman in silence. Normally, if you give the proof to the ombudsman, they see the documents. He can alert, he can alert the justice. Because it's not only you put the one company in bankruptcy, you put the one family psychologically down, financially down. The life in Luxembourg is not cheap. 8 months without incoming.
Without income,
yeah.
But I would like to maybe raise a question to our audience. If anyone has been in a similar situation or has experience in being in these kind of difficult place, please contact Mustafa.
Yeah.
You can find Kaale Kaffi very easily. I have a feeling that this will continue. Hopefully, there will be development and clarification. So, and the next time we meet, we'll have good news.
We will let all Luxembourg about the.
And I appreciate that you found courage, because I know that you've been keeping that to yourself for quite some time. And I think it's also important that the public, that the audience and friends and many former customers and
of course, Luxembourg must know the situation. Also, not only the customer, because there is a lot of young people or old age people. They say, now we don't have any place to go like you, like Kaale Kaffi.
I can definitely confirm this. I've been. This place has been recommended to me by a friend of mine, and ever since, it was definitely a place to be during summer, with a different vibe, and obviously during winter as well.
Yeah.
And I know that a lot of people are missing this spot, this place. So I wish you good luck, Mustafa.
Thank you very much.
I look forward to hear from you, hopefully some good news.
I will give you
and we will be back.
more information by second episode.
Thank you very much, sir. All right.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
For more information, visit our website biltv.lu, where you will find links to our podcasts on different platforms. If you like to share your story, reach out to us using our email address, contact@biltv.lu. Stay tuned for other episodes, and see you next time.